Hello everybody, this is Exans and welcome back to Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft. We're going to continue my Paladin deck that we just made about 20 minutes ago. I cut the episode a little bit short last time. I thought it was a little bit longer than it was. I didn't have my timer running, so I didn't realize it was only 20 minutes when I cut it. So I decided I'd record a second episode right now, because I cut a little bit short. So let's get right back into it. So last game, it was fairly even till the end when I started getting the real cards out. We really started taking control of the game, but in the beginning, it was fairly even. The deck so far has performed pretty well. We have another mage. I'm not sure if this is the same mage or not. I didn't check the name. Okay, so the Elven Archer's not a bad drop to have for the one play. Well, we're going to go with the Storm Champion Humility. Humility is just not that useful early game because of what it... Oh, great. Okay. So, Humility is not that good early game, mainly because of what it does. Because it changes the minions attack to 1, so it's not that useful early game because there's not much that's played early game that I need to do that to. Elven Archer, again against a mage, I just wouldn't suggest it because of it's only 1 health, and the mage's obviously innate ability to destroy anything with 1 health. Because it's one of the most obnoxious abilities in the game. Like this. But I didn't really have much to play this turn. So, I don't know. I don't really want to waste that Brewmaster coming out early. This is really bad. Honestly, I have nothing on the board. Like, I don't want to play this Brewmaster, but I might have to. And the Elven Archer, I might have to. We're just gonna get something out here. Just get some board presence. And this way he can only kill off 1 of these 2 minions, so I'll still have a 1/1 on the board for as much good as it does, but at least I'll have board presence. And then it comes the Demolisher. Should have saw that one coming. She coined into nothing. That was a misplay. So here we're actually going to just True Silver. Just kill the Demolisher off before it does anything real bad. Easy kill. I was gonna Shield Master, but kind of decided against it because we have the True Silver and that's just a 1 straight shot kill to it, and the Demolisher can get really annoying with what it can do. It deals damage to a random enemy, which can be any of my guys or me at the start of his turn. Otherwise, it's not that great because it only has. I consider that kind of a really big waste. Honestly, it was only 2 damage potential. That was really not that great for him. We're gonna drop. Honestly, we don't need the taunt right now, so we might as well just drop the Harvest Golem and then another 2/1. We're not gonna attack with the True Silver because it's really good removal and one of the only direct removals I have. So we're gonna save that. So he's gonna silence my Harvest Golem. Again, I don't know if I agree with that. Because now what I'll do is I will just kill off that the Farseer with my hero. Just like that. Kill the owl off with the minion. Honestly, I could just drag him back and replay him, but I don't think it's really worth it for the Brewmaster. I'd rather save it for this Aldor Peacekeeper. Much better play. So we're going to play the Shield Master, and then just drop another hero. We'll do 3 damage, or 2 damage, and next turn. I have this Avenging Wrath, or Wow, I'm dumb. It's Avenging Wrath. Okay, I tried to pronounce that so weirdly. Okay, I'm dumb. This is where the Aldor Peacekeeper comes in handy. Basically makes him useless. A 1/5 taunt, pretty much useless. So we're gonna Aldor Peacekeeper next turn, and then we can Brewmaster him back. So okay, we're gonna go Aldor Peacekeeper. We're just gonna bring him back because we can. We'll Blessing of Wisdom. Shield Master, give me some card draw. Just attack. Humility. And we're right back to board control. So that was such a really nice play because now I have this. Now I have Humility and the Eldar Peacekeeper again. Any kind of big minions he drops, I can easily just negate completely. Flesh-eating Ghoul, just gonna get killed next turn. It's gonna buff it a little bit, but I can kill it next turn without losing anything so far. I can kill it actually with just the Panda, which is probably a much better idea. So we're just gonna go Panda into it. Not that big of a deal. We can drop the. We'll drop both them. Just attack. I get a card out of it. Silverman Guardian. This game, we have complete and utter board control. Card advantage is a little bit to him, but we have lots of ways to deal with creatures. Anything big and stompy, we just straight change his attack to 1, makes it useless. 7 damage removal if we need it. And then 8 damage to no Lord of the Arena. Honestly, that's pretty much useless for him right now because, again, I have the Humility, so... And the Eldor Peacekeeper this time. This time I'll probably just play the Eldor Peacekeeper because... So for the 3/3 minion that comes with it. It's fine, we'll play that. We pretty much have an entirely full board. And he's pretty much entirely screwed. At this point, we're just gonna reveal both them. We have, I think, a full board now. I don't think I put another minion on there. We've lost 2 health. Unless he has some kind of crazy AoE, which is pretty much Blizzard, which does 2 to everything. A lot of this will live. He'll live, he'll live, he'll live. We've pretty much got this. Not to mention that I have 8 damage sitting in my hand right now. Provided he doesn't play a bunch of minions. Which I'll probably just play next turn anyways, just for the hell of it. That is most definitely not going to save you. That is also not going to save you. Next turn, we're just going to have fun and play Avenging Wrath. It's a really fun card to play because of this. And then we'll finish off with the Ravenhole. Alright. That game went pretty much as well as it ever could have gone there. That was a very solid win. We pretty much had control the entire game. There was not a point in that game where we basically lost control of that board. So far this deck's been proving to be pretty useful, actually. It's been pretty good. That Brewmaster Eldor Peacekeeper combo is actually really good. You can combo with the Spellbreaker, combo with the Stampeding Kodo if you needed. Not sure if you wanted as much. Or you can just bring back a hurt minion and pull it back out. Or a silenced one. Like if you silenced one of my Stormwind Champions or a good card, I can pull it back and replay it to get the benefit from it again. And then again, like I said, it's basically effectively doubles my silence potential, provided I have the cards in my hand. So it's a really good combo to have. Lots of potential with him, and it proved itself in that game when I got to use. Technically, it didn't because I still had the way to reduce its damage. I didn't even need to reduce the damage. I could have killed it with 1 card anyways, but just a better way to do it. I also had the humility though, so it wasn't as big. So for going first, this is pretty much as worse as it can get. We're gonna scrap all those cards, so you can pull anything better. The 4, 1, and 4. Again, not very good. This is pretty much useless right now unless he plays... I don't even know what he could play that I need to reduce his attack to 1 with. So we're going to basically skip turn 1. Yep, skip turn 1. Turn 2, we'll probably just play... We'll just do a Reinforce. Because again, I don't really want to play the Brewmaster this early. It's pretty much just as good as most other 2s. But that ability makes it really useful later game. So we're just going to play the 1 guy. Turn 4, we'll play one of these 2, or we can do removal if we need it. We'll probably end up playing the Cholwyn though, just for the bigger buff. He's going to play a 3 cost. The Brewmaster. He didn't need a coin for that. So we're just going to play the Harvest Golem. We're just going to skip the Brewmaster completely because there's no point attacking him. So next turn we just kill it off with my Harvest Golem. And we'll still retain board control. And then we drop these Cholwyn. He wasted the coin though on what was a misplay, obviously. So we'll see what it is this turn. Next turn we pretty much have easy board control. If we just trade off the Harvest Golem with the Panda. And then we have the Golem plus him. I'm going to silence it. I really don't know how I feel about these kind of silence plays people keep doing like this. It's really questionable to silence just that Death Rattle and that Harvest Golem, because I have a lot bigger cards in here that are a lot better to silence. Like, okay. I kind of saw it coming. Not sure how I feel about that. We're just going to go Chillwind, kill off the high damage minion. I don't get the Golem out of it. That's fine. Next turn we can play Silver Moon. Or True Silver. Probably Silver Moon. Well, 5 mana. We can see what else we draw, but probably we end up being Silverman unless he pulls out a bigger card that I can. Okay, so now it's definitely gonna end up being True Silver. Please don't be a Stoneclaw. Okay, so we're gonna make a True Silver, and we're gonna kill off that Flame Tongue because that's just a really annoying card to have out. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we can kill off the we can kill off the Flame Tongue first, and then remove the. I guess it doesn't matter which way we do it. We're actually gonna do it. I'll remove the Owl. I'll remove the Flame Tongue with the Yeti. I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't have any plays left. I'll remove the Totem with the Yeti, and then remove the Owl with my sword. Yeah, I expected that to happen. Ignore the Yeti. He couldn't kill it. So we're gonna easy kill the Flame Tongue. True Silver. Get rid of that Owl. We're not getting much aggression on him, but we are taking pretty good board control now with that Yeti out. Next turn I can get card draw or the Silver Moon again. Depends on what happens this turn. I don't really need card draw right now. I have quite a few good cards. If he's playing Totem first because of the Lava Burst, but he overloads for 2 and really doesn't have any kind of threat on the field against me. So we're going to go with the not the Silver. We're gonna go with the Gnomish Inventor and drop off him. We're going to kill off that Totem with my hero because that Totem can become a very big problem with that spell damage. Like you saw, it did 6 damage with that Lava Burst for 3. 6 damage for 3 mana is really good. It's basically a Fireball, or Fireball, I think. For, what is that, 6 damage normally? I think it's a 6 or 5? Something like that. It's like basically a really cheap Fireball, but it does overload him for 2, so he has 4 mana this turn. That's kind of annoying because of the fact that I can't kill it. But then again, I don't know what's going on here. These cards are, oh boy. So we're gonna play the Bear, I guess, and then the Silver Moon. We're gonna kill off the Healing Totem, and then we're gonna go for him because now he's forced to throw his Acolyte of Pain into my Bear, which will kill it and get a 1 card. Next turn we can Raven Holt. Just for that big damage. So far we have pretty good board control. He's not playing a whole lot. That's scary, at least, to stop me. I also have that secondary taunt here if I need it, and the pullback if I need to reset anything. And I can also change any big stomping minion down to 1 again. So we have pretty much everything we need to remove anything right now. The only thing that could be a problem is a lot of health minions, but I can reduce anything that has a lot of health and damage down to 1 in damage, so it's basically useless. Like, big stomping minions with a lot of health are really useless after you get or a lot of damage and health are really useless when you get rid of their damage, because then they're just 1 whatevers and really pose no threat to me. So, okay, that was a card I was kind of worried about. Lightning Storm. That hurt, but thankfully that has the Divine Shield, so it didn't take any damage from it at all. You can't do that because I have a Bear. Then next turn we drop the Shield Master, no problem. He wasted a pretty big removal there. Not wasted it, he made pretty good use out of it, honestly. We're actually going to drop the Stormwind Champion. That survives. And then we'll go straight for him with 4. Next turn we'll drop the Shield Master. I had the opportunity there to keep that gnome alive, so I figured I'd take it. I could have taken him alive with the Shield Master anyways, but I don't know. I felt like Stormwind Knight was a little bit better. Stormwind Champion, a little better play there. Alright, so let's see what he has. He has a lot of cards, so he has options. But he's also overloaded this turn for 2 again. So he only has 6 mana as opposed to 8. But he has options. 7 cards versus my 4, but I have major board control. Even if he was to silence the Stormwind Champion, I still have a 3/3 and a 6/6. That's still 9 damage. The gnome will have, what is like a 2/1? I wonder if the gnome will actually... Fire Elemental, okay. So here, we're going to do, like I said, big stomping minion. All of a sudden becomes useless. Throw the taunt out. Shamans might have weapons, so I might save that Swamp Ooze in case he gets, like...
Reporting for duty.
Should we go for that? Or we're just going to ignore that, honestly, just go straight for him. we're gonna save that Swamp Ooze in case he has, say, a Stormforged Axe or the Doom Hammer, more likely, or not more likely, but more so worried with the Doom Hammer. It's an 8 durability weapon with 2 damage with Wind Fury on it, so you can attack twice per turn. And the Swamp Ooze pretty much just completely negates that. Alright, so I should have pulled back the, should have pulled him back with the Brewmaster, but I didn't. That's fine though, not a big deal, because he's nearly dead next turn. 8, 9, he's literally 1 away from dying this turn. Unless I pull like that Avenging Wrath and maybe get a really or not really lucky, it's 8. He's close to dead. I think a Consecrate or an Archer Protector's not bad. Okay, so here we're gonna drop. Okay, so we're gonna kill off. I don't really want to trade. If I can. Okay, so we're gonna go for here. It's a good trade. I didn't think that through very well. Regret that decision now. So now we're going to go the Ravenholt, maybe. Honestly, we're probably going to skip him. Honestly, we're going to go Ravenholt. We're going to re-give him a Divine Shield. Honestly, just skip that and go straight for him. I totally messed up the last play. I should have killed off the Ghoul first so it didn't buff, and I would have saved my taunt. And I was going to pull the taunt back then, but I messed that up completely. But I have a 7/5 out. Unless he has some kind of way to remove it or a taunt, he's pretty much dead. There's not a lot he can do right here. The only thing that'll save him is a taunt. AoE won't even save him unless he gets some major spell damage out, because that's a 7/5 and stealth until next turn. So the only way he's able to save himself is a big taunt, which I can do 6 without the Ravenholt Assassin, unless he kills off one of these other two. So he needs a pretty hefty taunt to get past that, like a Mogashaw Warden probably. Anything smaller I can easily break through. I'm trying to think what options he has here. Or if he has a heal for himself, he might be able to live. Okay, there's a Stormforged Axe I was talking about. We can just swamp his next turn and get rid of it completely. So he removes that. He can remove the Archer Protector, but it still leaves him dead next turn. Honestly, whatever he does at this point leaves him dead next turn. That axe won't really help him here, and he might realize that. Alright, see what he has here. Forked Lightning? Close. He did hit the fire. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright. That's what he needed. That's exactly what he needed right there, was that. So what we're going to do, we're going to Swamp Ooze, obviously, to get rid of that weapon. Such a good card. We're going to play another Assassin. So what we'll do is we'll ram him into him with that shield, kill it off. Next turn we have 3, 3, and a 7 out, and I can return one to hand if I need it. And he's overloaded down to 4. How much overload does that do? Holy. Overload 3. He's overloaded a lot because he also Forked Lightning, which overloaded 2. So he overloaded 5 this turn. So he's really down to basically no mana. And that second Ravenholt right here is really going to pay off, I think, and get us the win. If he gets a Stoneclaw, yeah. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for this Assassin, we would have lost this turn, or not lost. What am I saying? We wouldn't have won this turn. But as it stands, there's not much you can do here. That 7 damage is going to get to him. Yep. There we go. All right. We're up to 3 wins now. Again, that was a pretty good game. We had a little bit less control of that game than we normally did on board, but we had major health advantage there. Like, we really haven't dropped below 20 in any of these 3 games yet. Alright, so we're gonna move on. We're at about 20 minutes. We got another game. Let's go. We're on a good streak here. Feeling really good about this deck. So let's see what we get. This deck, I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised at how good this deck's turning out. I want to play Mopey Mage. Alright, against another Uther.
I will fight with honor, justice.
So the acidic Swamp Ooze in this game, or this matchup, can be very useful because there's a number of weapons that a Paladin can get. I think 3. 4 with the legendary Death Rattle, I believe. Alright, so turn 1 against him might not be a bad idea. Because I can do this. Turn 2, I can play my little reinforce, or if he gets a weapon out, I can swamp ooze it. He might have Life's Justice. No, he doesn't have. No, he doesn't. Alright then. Guys, on Elven Archer. Well, I'm not surprised. We're just gonna reinforce and end the turn. Trade for the Archer. He probably won't. I'll probably just trade it for me and I'll trade for the Archer. It's fine. If he ever pulls out a weapon, we're just gonna swamp ooze it. No problem. Turn 4 will probably be Shield Master. Let's see what he does. He's gonna reinforce and trade. It's fine. We're just kind of trading back. I would have really loved to have a 3-drop right now, but that's not what I needed. So we're gonna reinforce again. I don't want to waste that swamp ooze against a paladin because, again, paladins really do have those weapons that can be really good. The most seen one is probably the True Silver Champion, which is a good. It's 2 durability, 4 damage, removes most minions and heals them for 2, so it's a really good removal. The Sword of Justice is a really good card. I believe it has a lot of durability, and for every minion you spawn, it buffs it with a 1/1, and takes one durability away from the weapon. So to like remove that after only getting a couple uses out of it, really cost worthy. But it's a late game, a much later game card. Alright, so he pulled out the charge. It only has 2 damage though, so I'm gonna Shield Master against it. Pretty much completely stops his charge in his tracks. And then I can probably just Silver Moon next turn. Get that extra damage up. I'll probably ignore that charge honestly and just go straight for him now. Unless he buffs it. Nope, there's a True Silver Champion like I was talking about. So he'll probably attack this turn. And then I'll just destroy it next turn. Yep, he's attacked this turn, I'll destroy it. No problem. He takes 3 damage. And he'll send the Knight at it. Bring it down to 2. 2/2. Now it's I mean, I'm not worried about 2 damage honestly at all. And actually that is perfect. So we're going to destroy the weapon. That becomes very cost efficient now. And then we'll throw down another taunt that he can't break through right now. So we got rid of his weapon. Got great value out of the Swamp Ooze already, because it'll probably trade for his Knight. Unless he buffs it. Or does another weapon, which he possibly might have. He's going to buff it to a 3/3, so he can go through the bear. And get a Divine Shield. Okay. That's a really good play. It's a really good play. Honestly, this turn I might just Avenging Wrath and see what happens. Kind of just, let's just wing it this turn. Yeah, let's go Avenging Wrath. That basically went as well as I was hoping it'd go. That went great. I'm going to skip that 2/2 because it's not a good trade really, and I can do 3 damage, and I'll probably trade it next turn anyways. So it's best to get that damage to the hero out of it. Unless... oh, Knife Juggler. It's fine. And... buff it. Another Divine Shield. Throws a knife at me. Misses. Kills that. Fine. So here we're at a little bit of a weird position here. Because of Divine Shield and we don't really have minions out, nor do I really have taunts right now. He's got rid of most of my taunt. Oh, perfect. Okay, we're done with the Spellbreaker. Silences him. We'll... Outdoor Peacekeeper, maybe? I mean... okay, we're gonna Peacekeeper that. I have Humilities. Not really that worried. This way he has to do some inefficient trades, and I can Blessing of Kings this turn if I need to, and drop down the Stormwind Champion. It's kind of just all an attempt to regain that board control and reassert myself on the board and kind of take that control back. That's obnoxious to have right now. That's really obnoxious. I can do Tree Trade across, which is going to do. Yep. Alright, so that board control I had, still gone again. He's really making this hard on me. And the Life's Justice comes out. Again, late game, yeah, he's probably going to ping me with it because it's really not that good late game, honestly, at all. Alright, so that's useless right now, completely.
silver moon shall not fall.
We're not going to buff him with that right now. That's a bad idea.
Reporting for duty.
So we're going to use it to kill off that card in Crusader, probably. If he doesn't ping off the shield and kill it first. I might have probably should have buffed it. Come to think of it. But I'm going to try. I can actually do the Frostwolf Warlord with the Blessing of Kings on it. So no matter what, it'll basically be an 8-8. It'll be an 8-8 at worst. That's actually a really deadly combo, now to come to think of it. If I can keep at least one of these cards alive next turn, he'll become a 9-9, which is huge. And then I can Storm a Champion the turn after and get him up to a 10-10 with a 6-6 out behind him. That's a really good combination there. I'm actually really excited for this to work. So the plays he has here, he's going to do that. That was one of the plays. I would have done it with the Knife Juggler probably, because it's not very useful now. You can kill with that off, but so now he's lost his big card. No, just kidding. Guardian of Kings, of course. Okay, makes things a little bit more weird, but it's still very doable. My combination is still very doable. All right, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna go. Oh no, we're not. Damn. Okay. So instead we're going to go Frostwolf Warlord, buff it with the Blessing of Kings. It becomes an 8-8 and very hard to take out. And then next turn we can drop the Stormwood Champion and the Worgen Infiltrator and a Reinforce, and we'll have a pretty huge war advantage. But watch him pull out something he needs right now to kill it. Blessing of Kings, Ancient Brewmaster. The Knife Juggler is probably not even worth playing at this point, honestly. It's probably not worth it. I don't know, I question that. Alright, I need to Consecrate now. So I really need that Consecrate. I used that Avenging Wrath early and now it might be causing me some problems. Let's get me. Probably the smart idea to go. Probably the best idea is to get me. And then ping with Light's Justice, that's fine. That's what I expect at this point. That Ravenhold Assassin though. Alright, so we're gonna drop him. Drop him. I buff our board up so we can get that back, we can get the damage back at him. So we're gonna straight off trade for that. He's still a 9-4. He can trade with the Brewmaster next turn, which is fine by me because that means it gets rid of 2 of his big cards, and I still have 2. The Recruit will trade with the Knife Juggler, and then the Infiltrator will trade with the Yamani Berserker, and then I can just reinforce afterwards. He's gonna rage at first. That's fine because I'm just gonna trade it off anyways. It didn't do much. It didn't do that much good. I'll trade it. So now he's got to choose if he wants to trade for that Frostwolf because he should. Okay, he's gonna go for him. I don't know if I agree with that. He's like 6-0 damage. I'm really not sure I agree with that decision. He left an 8-4 on the board now that he can only do. He can hit it with the Knife Juggler, or he can pray he gets the Lucky Knife. Unless he doesn't play a minion, which he's not. Oh, he does have. Ooh, wow, it's a good card. That card's actually not that bad. He drew 3 cards. Now is the time I need that 1 card draw I have that gives me the same cards as he does. So right here, next turn, I'll probably trade for the Knife Juggler with my Frostwolf. Perfect. That's fine. Happy with that. Hoping it's not a minion. It is a minion. But... That's curious. Actually, we're gonna make this useless. Then gonna attack, Ravenhold Assassin, reinforce, and go 8 damage straight to him. Alright. Let's turn around a little bit. Got a glitchy card here on the screen, I don't know what's going on here. It's a really close game. He has 5 cards, but the problem is I'm top decking now and he has 5. If I can get that, if I can top deck the card that lets me draw to the same amount of cards he has, it will be phenomenal right now. But I'm not going to count on it. For now, I'm counting on the fact that I have an 8-4, a 7-5, and a 1-1 on the board. The 1-1 trades with his Amani Berserker next turn, no problem. And then we have the 8 damage again, plus the 7, which makes it to 15. He'll be down to 4 health. But he has 5 cards, so we'll see what he does. He's used a lot of heal on himself. With between the Guardian of the Kings and that Lay of Hands, he's healed up a lot of health. And so he can't have that much heal left. And honestly, I don't rate heals all that highly like that on this deck. Okay, that's fine. I was going to do that anyways. So now it leaves me with 15 damage potential on the board and him with none. The Knife Juggler. Again, the Murloc Raider. He's probably going to play out a ton of little decks, a ton of little ones now. Oh, shoot. That's totally fine. It hurt him more than me. And he's going to reinforce. If I can get a Consecrate right now, I would probably just end up winning, honestly. Another Holy Light. Holy crap. How many heals can you get? Stampeding Kodo? Let's see what it does. Hit the Knife Juggler. Hit the 1/1. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to use you to hit him because I feel like rushing him down is probably the better idea here. So we're going to do that. We're going to rush him. I don't think that trying to trade off with these low minions with like big ones is a good idea because he's gonna be forced to trade at least one with that Frost Wolf. He's not gonna leave it alive, and then he'll be forced to trade with probably the Recruit, or try to get rid of the Ravenholt too. Oh, it's True Silver. That's actually perfect right now for him. Oh no, he just won, didn't he? Oh, he did. Oh my god. Oh, that's so horrible. I shouldn't have rushed him. Oh, that's so horrible. Oh, that makes me really sad. Oh, such a stupid play. I'm an idiot. I should have traded for the minions. I should have traded. God damn it. Alright, that was stupid. That was just me being an idiot. I deserved that loss. I got too cocky at the end. I got way too cocky. And I took a loss for it. Alright. We're at 32 minutes. According to my clock, my phone. So I think I want to end it here. We're 3-1. We did two wins and 1 loss. I'm okay with that. We can end the episode there. All right, so we're gonna end that episode here. As again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.